Welcome back to Yes, You're Adopted. Don't make it weird. I forgot to grab the memory card earlier, so we didn't get any footage of us going to eat food. I'm sorry about that.
This is a green tea Kit Kat.
That was a weird transition into that. Why are you eating it like that?
You said eat food.
What is wrong with you?
What are you talking about? What's
You're
wrong
not
with
supposed
you?
to eat. You're supposed to break it in half.
You don't control me.
You're a monster. Gosh, I can't do this anymore with you, I don't think. I think we have... He's eating the Kit Kat wrong. He's eating it like that, not breaking them off.
No wrong way.
There's so many wrong ways. Shut up, Rob.
Rob knows.
No, watch, ready? You're supposed to do this. This is why they're sticks.
Okay.
So you break them in half, and then you have two. It's science. Two is more than one.
I just merged them into one delicious treat.
Two is more than one. You only had the equivalent of this. But I have this. I hate this episode. This is the worst day ever. So thanks for joining us today.
Oh, man.
Dave was a jerk.
We're in the studio, which is a little different. We haven't been in here in a while.
No.
And it's very, bluey.
Purple.
Purpley.
It's purple.
It's very purpley.
You couldn't even get your colors right. Gosh, no wonder you eat Kit Kats like that.
I eat them any way I want. You don't control me. So we're here. We did go out to eat.
Yeah.
We did not go to Wendy's today.
Yeah, sorry, Wendy's.
But we did eat cheeseburgers.
Yeah, even though Wendy's is the, adopted food of Asians.
Official food of adoptees.
Adopted food of Asians.
The Asians have adopted...
Guys, this is going to be a long video.
And let's talk about adoptee things.
Yeah, adoptee things. I don't know why. When I don't have a camera in my hand, I get really weird.
Is it one of those, like, what do I usually do with my hands?
Like, I'm just like, yeah, boy, what, huh? And then gang sign, just like...
Oh, blur those.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta blur those gang signs.
Sorry, gang signs.
Do the adoptees have a gang sign? Should we have a gang sign?
It's an A for adopted.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, you get it. Official gang sign of the adoptees.
There it is.
Whenever you see another adopted person, just throw it up. Just like, yo, I get it. I get it. What are we talking about, Dava?
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Who even knows anymore? It's like it doesn't even matter. Like, I feel like we're gonna do the Father's Day episode, but we're gonna do it like 2 weeks early, and then we'll have to go back later and do something different. I don't know, but we didn't have any other topics to talk about today.
Yeah.
And we had a comment, I believe, about just what about the role of the birth father.
Just sounds so weird.
The birth dad.
Birth dad.
Who doesn't actually give birth.
No.
Because that's the role of
the mom.
The female.
The female.
Of the pair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about that. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Fathers. In the role of the birth father.
Oh. Okay, so the question that came in was about whether or not, like, nobody ever thinks about the perspective of the birth father. Like,
who cares?
And that's why. Did we answer it?
Yeah, the end! Thanks for watching us, and yes, we're adopted. Don't make it weird.
Why are we doing this?
Birth dads.
That's introducing us as birth dads. That's what that was. I feel like we should come in and do like this pose, right? Good thing we don't have a real show.
Again, like, if you made it this far in the video, congratulations. You had to deal with all our nonsense. Alright, so the role of the birth father.
And how nobody really thinks about it. And does he ever think about it? And, like, okay, so adoptees will often postulate, like, what is the birth mom's deal, right? So, like,
always.
I was born and then I was adopted, and, like, my birth mother is like a big deal. Like, where is she?
Yep.
Why were we, given up for adoption, and what happened, and blah blah blah, and all this stuff, and all these different thoughts, and they all surround the birth mother.
Yep.
And I don't really think I had any thoughts about birth dads, and maybe until it was brought up in one of these videos,
right,
in my 30s.
Right. I mean, the only time that like I ever really thought about the birth dad or my birth father, whatever you want to call him, I'm just gonna call him Steve. My dad's name is Steve.
My adopted dad's name is.
Oh, maybe your dad.
No.
Maybe we are brothers.
Maybe.
Awkward. Okay, fine. I'll call him Keith.
That's better.
Keith. All right.
I don't think I have any relatives named Keith.
Okay,
maybe
good.
an uncle. No, one of Mandy's uncles named Keith.
Yeah, whatever. Well, Keith left me, so I'm mad at him.
Okay.
So
what were your thoughts about Keith?
Yeah. So anyways, the first time I actually thought about Keith was, I'm just going for it, man. I'm just going for it. First time I ever thought about Keith was when I was actually looking at my paperwork.
Oh.
Like my parents, they gave me the home study and everything on my adoption not too long ago. It was like, 6 months ago or something like that?
I think so.
And I was scrolling through it, and there was a little short story of my mom and, how she met Keith. I hope his name is Keith.
Korean Keith?
Korean Keith, man.
KK.
Okay.
Just two, though.
No, not cool, man. Not
There's
cool.
just two.
It's too
so
close.
It's fine.
It's too close. Too close.
Keith with a C?
No. It's horrible. So, anyways, he said, going back to topic.
Yeah. Tell us that serious thing you were saying.
So yeah, like when the little short story it talked about, how she met him and in college, and they apparently had a baby. That was a weird way of saying that, but I don't want to say they had sex, so because that's super awkward. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that sex led to her being pregnant. PG-13. I don't know why I did hashtag. So anyways.
Hashtag PG-13.
Hashtag PG-13.
Hashtag Keith with a C.
So she met him, and apparently, it was like a party or something, I'm guessing. They hooked up, and then he left.
Yeah.
And that was it.
It's the whole deal.
That was the whole thing, and that was the only mention of him in the story whatsoever. It had nothing to do with and as time went on, they did blank and they were together, and then they split up, or they decided together to give this precious Korean baby up for adoption. I was precious, not anymore. It wore off, but there was nothing like that in there, and all it said was they had a fling, and then he vanished, and that was it.
Right. Which is, I think, just kind of what I always had just assumed is the case.
Right. That's what I always thought too.
For everybody, is just that there was a fling.
Yep.
And here you are.
And then it happened.
You did it.
And it's funny though, because that was always my assumption. But to read that, I just started laughing because I'm just like, I was right.
Now you know.
Yep.
We did it.
Yeah.
That's way more information than mine has. Birth father. I don't even think there was a line for that or whatever.
No, I don't think so.
There's not. It's not there.
Who cares?
But maybe we don't care. That's it.
I mean, is that a universal thing though? That adopted or kids who are adopted just don't care about the dad, the birth father?
I hear a lot more about birth reunions with fathers.
Me too. It's weird.
Than probably birth reunions with mothers. I think I hear more about that.
Yeah.
But universally, I don't think as many adoptees think about
probably not
birth fathers until it comes up way later.
Right.
All of the stuff is always based around mothers.
Yeah.
Up until, I don't know, way later. And it's usually because there's some sort of hint that leads to, oh, I have a birth father also.
Right.
I might be able to find him.
Yeah.
So I should go do that.
Is it easier to find the dad than it is to find the mom?
I don't know. Or do they care as much? Or
maybe they're the ones searching?
Who's that? I don't know. I don't think that it just never comes up. So it's interesting to think that it's really interesting as birth dads ourselves, right?
Right.
Or as dads. We have kids.
Yep. Separate.
Not
together.
I have mine over here.
Yeah, mine are over there somewhere. My one
in that direction. Your one is in that direction. Mine are in that direction.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to think about kind of legacy stuff and that there's a relative possibly out there that my kids are related to.
Yeah.
And they don't know.
And they could have similar personality traits or little
Right?
quirks about them. I mean,
Yeah. And I think about it for me now, but I didn't really think about it a ton, as a kid. But I think about it, I think, more for them than I ever thought about it for me.
Yeah.
Like, that's,
for sure.
definitely a thing. But it's weird that we have, I have kids, and I don't really ever think about the role that that half of my genetics played
right.
in creating me.
Which came from somebody else's genetics.
Right, and it still really never comes up.
No.
I mean, that dude's probably out there somewhere,
Somewhere.
right?
Maybe.
And
If you're out there, send money.
pretty sure he's East Asian. So that's the point, I guess.
I mean, what do you guys think? Like, do you ever thought about your birth dad if you're adopted out there? Or if you're an adopted parent, like, you ever think about their birth parents? I'd be curious about that as well. How much adopted parents think about their kids' birth parents?
Yeah.
If they have questions for them, if they want to punch them in the face, if they just want to give them a hug, be like, yay, thank you, because now we get them. Pretty sure that's what my parents would do, because they love me to death. I'm the best. So, thank you guys for joining us today for Yes, We're Adopted. Don't make it weird. Again, I'm Brett. That's Davo. This is the Adopteds gang sign, or the gang sign of Adopteds. Adopteds? Is that the name of the gang, the Adopteds?
Yes. Yes, it is.
The Adopteds!
Tell your friends to watch our show.
Yeah, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We want to be able to hear your guys' thoughts, especially revolved around today's topic of the birth dad, aka Keith. Keith, if you're watching this...
You need to spell your name with a K.
Yeah, not a C.
Weird.
It's really stupid. That's why I don't want to talk to you. That was mean!
Look how tan I am.
You look really tan.
I'm really tan right now.